Okay, guys, it's AHS here. Today's article about a husband. He tried to kill his wife. He tried to bury her alive, but she survived. So he got an F. He get an A for being a beta male, and he get an F for trying to kill his wife. By burying her, she survived. This dude, you had one job. If you trying to bury your wife, kill your wife, you must succeed. He failed. Now he's gonna spend the rest of his life in prison. Damn beta male motherfucker. Young An survived after being stabbed, buried alive by her estranged beta husband, Chae. Okay. A Washington State woman was stabbed, then buried alive by her estranged husband, but she managed to survive the terrifying ordeal by squirming around the shallow grave for hours to keep the dirt off her face. So basically, she found a little air pocket, and that's how she survived. There's that when people get water into their car, how they survive, they find a little air pocket and get that little oxygen, keep on breathing. That's how she survived. A Thurston County Sheriff deputy responded about 1 a.m. Monday to a home in Lacey, about 60 miles southwest of Seattle, where young Ann 42 banged on the door pleading for help because her husband was trying to kill her. Police said in the release he failed at that shit. He failed like a motherfucker. My husband is trying to kill me. Just restated, my beta husband trying to kill me, she screamed, according to a declaration of probable cause cited by NBC News. She had duct tape still wrapped around her neck, lower face, and ankles. And he could even put on the duct tape right, man. This dude failed. This dude is a failure in life, man. The document said there was extensive bruising to her leg, arm, and head, and her clothing and hair were covered in dirt. This is the beta motherfucker right here, Chae. Let that motherfucker get COVID, man. Let his ass get COVID, man. He's a beta male. Let his ass get COVID, man. Let his ass get COVID. They say he's 53. He's accused of stabbing his estranged wife, young Ann 42, and dumping her in a shallow grave from which she later escaped. This is a failure. This is a failure at life. They say Young's hour-long nightmare began Sunday afternoon when her husband, Chae 53, allegedly attacked her in her home during a fight about their divorce and finances. She told cops. I mean, you folks gotta stop playing around with that divorce, man. Get that divorce. You gotta stop trying to play around with that divorce. Or you don't get divorced or not. Get the damn divorce, and you won't be in this position to get buried alive. Jesus, man. She said she managed to call 911 with her Apple Watch and sent a notification to her emergency contact when he left the bedroom after duct taping her, according to NBC News. This is where I think he figured something was up. Chae then allegedly dragged her into the garage where he broke her watch. Yeah, he figured something was up with a hammer and drove off with her, according to official. The woman who had a domestic violence protection order. Yeah, this a dude that trying to bury you. You better have a domestic protection order against him. Against her estranged husband, told investigators she heard him digging in the dirt before he stabbed her in the chest. Man, I feel bad for her. You know what's coming when you heard somebody digging. You gonna be in that hole pretty soon. She was drugged and put into the ground. A heavy tree was put on top of her. Nah, that tree could not have been heavy. That tree could not have been heavy if she escaped from that shit. After being put into the ground, she could hear her husband walking around the hole and dirt being put on top of her. The court documents cited by NBC News said, "Damn, NBC News going in. They want their flowers." Young said she managed to breathe by squirming to keep the dirt from suffocating her as she lay in the shallow grave for several hours before finally succeeding in tearing off the tape. I thought they said that tree was heavy. How the hell did she get that heavy tree off of her? This is really a heavy tree. Oh man, this is Asian people, man. What they say is big and heavy might not be. Say she took off running about 30 minutes and found the home where she was saved just before 1 a.m. Monday. The woman told police her husband had threatened her before, telling her that he would rather kill her than give her his retirement. But he got this. He didn't get none of my money. The probable cause statement said, man, he wasn't even worried about take that from the divorce. He run about protecting his retirement money. He must have a good ass job. Police later found a shallow grave in the woods west of Rainier Road and south of Stedman Road near Lacey. The woman here and duct tape were recovered at the scene. So this is the evidence. They use that when they lock his ass up for a lifetime. This is his wife, his estranged wife right here. This is the beta male right here. I think they say he was in the army or something. Cops spent hours hunting for the beta males. No, betas, they like to run. After responding to her 911 call shortly before 1 p.m. Sunday and finding the garage door open, Lacey police say in a release, young children told police that their mom and dad were at the home but left to go to the store about a half hour prior to them arriving. Man, the kid's clueless in the motherfucker, man. Officer cleared the home and no one was located. Yeah, because the beta male, he on the run. There was used duct tape found in the home. This is evidence. It is believed to have been used on the victim. The statement. Let's watch this video right here. Get a little more information about what happened.
We are learning a lot more about the Thurston County man accused of assaulting, kidnapping, stabbing, and burying his wife. Chae An appeared before a judge today who ordered he be held without
let him get COVID, man.
Bail because of his, quote, propensity for violence, which creates a substantial likelihood of danger to the community. Today, we also acquired surveillance video of Chae at the Lacey home of his estranged wife. The victim, according to prosecutors, she told law enforcement he came over on Sunday to do laundry and then started talking about divorce.
Yeah, that was his ploy to get inside the house. Talking about he wanted to do laundry. Lying motherfucker.
And money. When she asked him to leave, she says he punched her and bound her with duct tape. She says she managed to send out
this motherfucker got bad paperwork like a motherfucker.
Notification to her emergency contacts with her Apple Watch before he dragged her down the stairs and smashed her watch with a hammer. She says he then drove her to a spot in
I quit the kids didn't hear no damn screaming or nothing, man. You talking about their mom and dad went to the damn, so they hear no damn screaming. God damn, these kids, they're so damn aware. They was on their damn phone or something, man. They was really into that shit, man.
In the woods about 7 miles south. She says he stabbed her breast with a sharp object and dragged her and put her into the ground where a heavy tree was put on top of her.
Stop saying heavy tree, man. Stop saying a heavy. That tree could not have been no heavy ass tree. She escaped from that shit, man.
A few hours, the victim says she was able to get free and run off. According to deputies, she ended up at a house a mile away where the residents called 911. When the victim saw the deputies arrive, she reportedly sprinted at them, screaming and crying for help. She grabbed onto the deputy and frantically said, "My husband is trying to kill me. Help me."
My husband, he said my husband failed to kill me. That's what I always said.
My husband is still out in the woods somewhere. Deputies say they found Chae after they were notified about a suspicious vehicle on the Chehalis Western Trail. He is now in the Thurston County Jail and facing charges for attempted murder, kidnapping, assault, and felony harassment. This is what the victim's advocate read to the judge in
Yeah, he charged the beta male too.
court today.
She's asked that I address the court on her behalf. These are her words. Please, no bail. I am really afraid for my life. I just want to emphasize that I fear him so much, and he will kill me again if he is out.
Nah, he can't kill you, man. He's a failure of life, man. He'll have the skill to do it.
The defense attorney did argue for bail, saying Chae has no criminal history, as well as mental health conditions related to his 30 years of service in the military. And while he is reportedly retired...
Yeah, this motherfucker, I know he gonna blame that shit on PTSD, man. I know this. He gonna blame that shit on PTSD. PTSD made me do it.
The victim did tell deputies her husband did intelligence for the U.S. military, and that fed into her fear of him.
He wasn't good at that intelligence shit. I thought he had to suck at that shit. So, folks, you like the video, give me a like on the video, give me your opinion on this husband that failed to kill his wife.